Oh wow. Oh wow. Where do you start with that? Now, firstly, I don't know whether it should have been a sending off with Koscielny. From the game, it looked like he rugby tackled the guy. Now, some people are saying he wasn't last man, some people are saying he were on Twitter, I don't know. But the problem lies in the fact, why was Mertesacker not starting? For me, he's comfortably our best defender, and he has been all season. Vermaelen and Koscielny don't work. Even when they're with Mertesacker, sometimes they don't work. So to have them together against Man City when it's so abundantly clear it doesn't work is infuriating. And it's just every week we seem to be playing these sort of naive tactics where it's like a toddler just smashing things together, saying work, 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 even though it's clearly not working. And that's Wenger's fault. You can't just keep smashing things together saying work. Are the centreship partnership of Vermaelen and Koscielny ever going to win the league? No. So why do we accept it? Why do we accept that centre-back partnership when it's abundantly clear it's not going to win us anything? I'm not happy with that. And yet we don't seem to be in the transfer market for a new centre-back, even though we've lost to Giroud and Scalacci's never going to play. Who else are our centre-backs? Like seriously, who else are our centre-backs? If one of them gets injured, we're down to two. If one of them then gets suspended, we've got nothing. And the two that we played today are not good enough to win us anything. But there's just this whole philosophy at the club now that it doesn't matter, we're just going to carry on because they're our players. So even though they're not going to win us anything, we're going to stick by them. What kind of club does that? What kind of club thinks it's more important to stick by a player even though they're not good enough for what we want to achieve? It's because Wenger has no worries about not winning anything. He has no worries. And I can prove to you that he has no concerns about not winning because of this quote. When he was coming back from the game, he was talking about all the positives and how we had an outstanding level and all of that. Brilliant, and there was a great response. He then says, the fact Diaby came through is a positive. Curious, Arsene, because I didn't realise that I paid £72 to watch a training game for Diaby to get fit again. I thought we were playing the England champions. I thought we were playing a team that we want to be challenging for the title. No, it's just a training match for Diaby to get fit. Forget the fact that Diaby's passing was woeful, that players were running past him, that he looked weak. Oh, he got through it at least. That's a training match mentality, Arsene. That's not wanting to win things. That's a training match mentality. What an idiot to say, oh, well, at least Diaby came through it unharmed. Is that what it's come to? Is the squad depth so bad that even though he's only played 60 minutes in an under-21s game, we're so desperate for him to play? Against Manchester City, the England champions. It's unbelievable. To say that is an acceptance that it doesn't matter whether we win or not, we're just going to stick with our players and we're just going to make sure that the players are happy, that the players are doing what they want to do. Rubbish, Arsene. Absolute rubbish. I don't pay £72 for that match today, a Category A game in my season ticket, to watch Diaby get back to fitness. That is not on in any way, shape or form. Unbelievable. It really is. That is the prime example. If anyone's saying, oh, it's not Wenger, it's the board, that mentality is Arsene Wenger. He is happy with that. He decided to play Diaby even though he wasn't sure if he could get through it. He is the one that thinks that it's a training match against the English champions. Unbelievable. And then you've got things like Richard Scudamore coming out afterwards about this whole ticket pricing fiasco, saying, oh, well, good for Man City fans not paying because it means it's going to teach the clubs a thing or two. Scudamore? No. Please bore off. Manchester City fans, it is your club that have caused us to have to pay our season ticket prices like we do. And you charged me 51 quid for the away game, even though you're bankrolled by some billion trillionaire. You've got no excuse to charge me 51 quid because your players are bankrolled on imaginary money, whereas my money actually goes into paying these mediocre shower of crap. So don't you start complaining to Arsenal about ticket prices when it's your fault and it's us that have to pay the price every week. Now, it's just the actual performance. If you get sent off in the first 10 minutes, you're not going to win the game against the English champions. So you can't, from that next 80 minutes, you can't read much into it. Man City did what they had to do in the first half. They got 2-0. Arsenal looked better in the second half simply because Man City were professional and said, we're just going to sit on it. We're just going to sit on it. It's just unbelievable. The one thing that I'm going to stand up and say, Ramsey played okay. Why? He played in centre midfield. Finally, Wenger put him where he should be playing. But, having said that, when you've got a man down, why do you not think we need a target man up top? Man City are going to come at us time and time again. We need an outlet. We need an out ball. Walcott's not that. Walcott can't hold the ball up. Walcott can't keep the ball and link play with people. Where is Giroud except for the last 20 minutes? Why was he not there earlier? It's just tactically so naive. He bashes players together in crazy positions and just goes, work, work, work. It's not on. And then he plays players who clearly aren't fit and thinks that that's a trophy. Diaby getting through a match is now a trophy. I don't pay to go and see that Arsenal fans don't pay to go and watch their team in training matches get fit. Unbelievable. I've had enough of it. Arsene out. So far out, he's not even on the scale. Jog on, Arsene Wenger, you goon. Unbelievable. You're at YouTube, so it's now 7:45 in the evening. I left